Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake Stefanis from SparkBMXtraining.com. I'm going to show you a couple different exercises today using the slider pads. These are, you can buy these at Home Depot or Ace Hardware or whatever your local hardware store is. Pick a pack of these things up for like $6. You get 4 of them. You can use them to scoot your couch across the floor, or you can use them for exercise. That's what I'm going to use them for today. I like these two exercises especially. The first one is the single leg deadlift. Now, a lot of times single leg deadlifts look pretty ugly when you first do them. They can take a long time, and if you don't have great balance or strength, they turn into a kind of an ugly mess. So I like the sliders for your single leg deadlift. We can use them for teaching the single leg deadlift, but we can also use them to load up the single leg deadlift even heavier than we can normally do. So one thing I like to do is, for a complete newbie, make sure that they know how to do a hip hinge. That would be kind of a prerequisite to it. So put the stick on your back, make sure you can do all that. Once you can figure that out on 2 legs, it's time to go to 1 leg and give it a try. I like to take a chair and put it right in front of them so they have some kind of tactile feedback. They can see something to try to keep their knee right by that, because a lot of times people will either go too far on their knees, they'll push their knee forward, or they'll push their hip back and take their knee back. So what we want to do is kind of keep that shin vertical. And we're going to think about, if I'm on my right foot's pushing into the carpet, my left foot's fairly light on the slider. I'm going to think about pushing my right butt cheek back to the wall behind me. I'm going to keep the shin vertical, so I keep that knee right by the chair. Now I'm going to have a straight line from my ankle to my hip up to my shoulder. So I'm really keeping that straight, and then I'm doing all the work with this foot. I'm going to push through that floor and come back up. So instead of thinking about lifting my chest up, I think about pushing the floor away from me. So it's reach back with my right butt cheek, keep that leg straight, knees, shins vertical, and push through that floor. And you should feel some glutes working. And we're just gonna groove this pattern. We're gonna do like 1,000 of those things. And then once you do them on both sides, make sure that you're good with that. Then we can go to some weight. So you can do it a bunch of different ways. You can load these things up a bunch of different ways. You can either use like a barbell, maybe a sandbag. You could use kettlebells, dumbbells. You could do one-handed single leg deadlifts, or you can go 2 to really load it up. And I'll show you a version with 2 today. So same thing, pick up your kettlebells, start here, and they're going to go on each side of my leg. I'm reaching that leg back, I'm reaching my right butt cheek back, and I push through that floor. So I really like these because they give me a lot more stability than just a single leg deadlift into free space. So that's single leg deadlifting. That's an awesome one for bike riding. It's about as specific as you're going to get for gym training for bike riders. All right, the next one is going to be a single arm push-up. It's not going to be quite like your traditional one arm push-up with a hand behind your back. The hand on the slider is going to help us. This is going to work our core and chest. What we're going to do is get tucked into this kind of a plank position like this on our knees. This would be like the first progression of it. And then we're just going to reach that slider out as we bend our elbow. And just like a normal push-up. First progression would just be sliding out really slow, doing like the negative, then pulling your hand back, coming back up. One more thing is keep the shoulder down away from your ear. Think about long neck. Okay, so we're going to get back to this tucked position. We don't want to hump the floor, so don't lose that core. Don't stick the butt back. We're going to stay down tucked. And then the next progression would be down, coming back up, using that slider a little bit, and using this hand. So do some of those. As you get stronger, then you can get up on the toes, push up. And those are pretty hard. I use those for a lot of my big strong guys, and they start to struggle after a few sets of those. 5 to 8 reps or something like that on each side. And that's going to be a pretty good chest and core workout using the slider. So those are 2 of my favorite exercises. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with these, but those are 2 of them for right now. So that's it. Hope you like these 2 exercises. Give them a try, leave a comment if you have any questions and all that stuff. Now, one more thing, if you see my pop-up on my website, sign up for my newsletter if you would. I'm going to send you out a free video. I'll teach you, I shot like a 16-minute long video teaching you kettlebell swings and Turkish get-ups the best way that I know how. And so those are 2 of my favorite exercises for BMX training in general. Check that out, and then I won't spam you. I'll just send you out some videos here and there. So I just want to make you aware of that. And another thing, I've got an Amazon link somewhere on the sidebar. If you're going to shop on Amazon, click on that sucker, get me paid, help me make a couple dollars for my web hosting and all that stuff. I would really appreciate it. So I hope you guys like this stuff. Once again, Jake Stefanich from sparkbmxtraining.com. Talk to you guys later.